Welcome to BinSpector training video for possible tips for you on how to do a training for your customers or how to do an introduction to your customers on how BinSpector works and how it can be a valuable tool for them in monitoring their grain storage bins. I'm Guy Fromey. I'm with BinTech. I expect that you're looking at this video because you have gotten an email from us giving you a link to this training website on YouTube, and you are a GSI dealer and you have this equipment in hand. You should have the control box, and the control box and the cable and the sensor system is something that came with it. Which is the standard retail configuration. What you also have to help you with your customer demos is this display box. You hopefully have either constructed your own mock-up or purchased one from GSI. I hope you're not just pulling it out of the box at a customer site and then trying to do a demo there. What this one is designed for us is it's very transportable. It will slide in and out of the back of an SUV. Ours we set on sawhorses to make it very easy. Yours has power. We have disconnected in the control box. Even all the equipment is there, you'll open it up. The battery has been disconnected because you can't rely on the battery since you're taking this in and out of your showroom. You don't have solar charging to maintain that battery. So you have a lot better reliability by plugging into the power, standard 120 volt power that you should be able to find at any of the farms that you go to, or use an inverter off of your vehicle like we do. What is BinSpector again? Well, BinSpector is really the earliest capability, the earliest new tool for detecting condition problems developing in a grain bin. So what we have done is we have prepared some samples that really allow scaled view of what's going on in a bin relative to the outgassing of the bin, relative to the outgassing of a condition problem that's developing in your customers' bins. So we'll cover that, but you can see here we have the original sample that is good, safe, stored yellow corn. This is about a 1 week wetted grain, just enough moisture to bring up the moisture content in the scaled down bin, and one with the same amount of moisture added that has been left for 30 days. So one of the cautions that I want to let you know about with your setup, and there really aren't very many cautions. It should work out of the box. It should work pretty well. But this display is sensitive to real cold temperatures. What will it do? It will dim and slow down. So if you're trying to do demonstrations out in 5° F temperatures, it's not going to perform to your happiness. You should probably be doing these when it's above 30 degrees outside. You should be either driving to the equipment building at the farm, which we have done quite a bit, or of course have it set up in your own showroom where you've got more ambient conditions. It will certainly perform and it will do the job. It just gets dim and slow. I'm going to go ahead and power the unit up. It's powered up here. If it doesn't power up here when you get it, what you should check is see if the power switch in the control box is on. So what will happen is you're going to power this unit on, and it's going to go through an initial post, and then it is going to warm up the sensor that is in the diffusion tube in the dust shroud, and then it will do a couple more post steps, and right about at 3 minutes, so you'll want to pay attention right about 2.5 minutes, you will see it give you a test complete status. It will tell you whether it completed or failed through one of the test steps. And then it will also tell you about the call status. It will tell you if the call completed, because part of the post, and for your benefit, is it will actually make a phone call wherever you are, and you'll see a whole bunch of kind of phone call progress that looks sort of like gibberish that's going on. It's a lot of technical reporting. And so at about 2.5, right about 3 minutes, it will tell you if the call completed, and then it will give you a signal strength number. And that number is pretty important. That will tell you the probability of you being able to connect when you put a retail system 50 feet in the air on a metal bin roof. It will always get better when it's higher. If you get connection at the ground, you will get connection at the roof. If you don't get a connection during the call process, it does not mean that you will not get a connection when you do a retail installation. But the signal strength will give us a great indicator of that. If you have a signal strength that is 6 or 8 or something below 10, we'll be a little concerned about whether you're going to get a connection even during the 12-hour off period. I didn't mention, so I want to mention, if you have a signal strength at a location that is 12 or greater, even 10, but certainly 12 or greater, usually the signal to noise is of high enough quality that sometime during the 12-hour call cycle, we will connect. The other thing that we have, because you don't have the display in the retail mode, is you have an LED sequence. There is a quick start guide that shows you when you do the installation. This comes with every unit, and it absolutely applies to your device too in the demo mode. And then in the demo configuration, it will move right into sampling. And the sampling that it does is really a continuous sampling of the CO2 temperature and humidity. This is standard configuration for what the retail version has, so we're monitoring headspace CO2, headspace temperature, and headspace humidity. And that reports on your display. That's the data that we get in Boulder when it sends data to us. So it will go through the post routine, then it will do the cell call, and then it will move in and it will stay in this sampling mode until you power cycle the unit. And our assumption is that you either have this in your showroom, you've got someone who's come in and you want to show them, so you'll power the unit on and it will go through this routine. You know, to your customers, they won't really care about the post. And you don't care about the post in the normal retail mode. What you care about and they'll care about is when it goes into the standard sampling mode. So I think that concludes part 1 of our training. Come back for part 2 and I'll tell you all about how to use the scaled down grain bin tests. Thank you.